today whatsoever.
Well, maybe by getting nothing done, you actually got something done, huh?
You never know. We are live. Dun
Oh,
dun
I
dun.
know.
This is Sue Greenwald with Awakened Stories, here today with the one, the only bum 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 bum, King Smarty, also known as Sananda Galactic. How are you today, King?
I'm fantastic. How are you, young lady?
Doing good. We need like a echoey thing, like a reverb thing. Boom, 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 boom.
All right.
Get it?
I was just thinking of that. All we gotta do is take that clip from the Pithelum ball video that Peter did.
Yeah.
And all right, and just do
Yeah,
and just put that in between. I mean, in the middle of each session. That would be cool.
that would be cool.
Or we
Yeah.
could just make a whole new one.
Yep.
So there's a lot of shit happening. I'm sure you guys see it everywhere. So
Mhm.
I'm excited about all that stuff. Daddy wanted me to come on here to say that things have begun today. We're all hearing about these exchanges that are taking place everywhere, which are true. And I've already told you guys that it's more of a, I know this person knows me, private meetings, come on in, let's exchange, blah, 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 blah. That's really happening. However, I don't see those type of deals lasting too long. You know what I'm saying? So um, when they finally bring us in and do what we do, that way we can do what we do. We'll have we'll have an area set up so that everybody will be able to find out exactly what's going on, when it's going on, blah blah blah, and I'll guide everybody through the right process, the process that we know it's legit, the process that we know it's affiliated with the good guys in
With the
the
light. Yeah.
yeah in all the different groups, military, etc. So hang tight because we are here. We are walking into it. I was told to watch the news today, but I think it already happened with the Canada deal and whatnot. We do know that they've been trading USN behind the scenes for months now, and they all want to do it publicly. So that's what we're waiting for. That's what we're watching for. Is all of these public things coming out to the public? Nasara is going to be Nasara is going to be a little mutated here and there because dad has changed things along the way. It's kind of like I when I say things like you know this didn't happen because this person didn't do that. So with that being said, because of certain people didn't do certain things, Nasara was tweaked. So it's going to be a Nasara like um, law or system, if you would. And we're going back to the original. Um, I wouldn't say the original constitutions and all that. I would say we're going back to the original natural laws by created by our father, handed down to us by our father, our creator, daddy. So a lot of these things will be literally happening overnight. People will experience freedom in ways that they haven't for a long time. And a lot of individuals that were involved in suppressing humanity will be tried for treason. Okay. So expect that because that's what's going to happen. Um, at the same time, you guys are spending money and um, becoming financial freedom, you'll also be entertained with all of the trials and stuff that you'll be witnessing. So I'm looking forward to that. And you got to keep in mind because there's a lot of us that don't want to see these type of things, that don't want to see people get hung and murdered, and because that's literally what we're doing. We're murdering them or we're killing them because of what they've done. You have to keep in mind that a lot of these individuals are not human and they did really, really bad things. So that is literally making them an example of, so that everybody else moving forward after this does not attempt it ever again. That's the purpose of it all. So, like I said, the same time we're going to be experiencing abundance, the same time the dark ones are going to be experiencing executions. And they had plenty of chances, plenty of time to get this thing out the way and fall in line. That being said, they targeted the wrong people. They made a lot of mistakes, and they're paying for it as we speak. So that's why you're getting the messages that you're getting from all around the world and all the people everywhere. People who don't even know about us, as far as me and the crew and what we actually do and how we do what we do. It's literally a consciousness thing. You know how the raising of the consciousness keeps happening by some dude, some crazy person? So all of this is all in line with dad's perfect timeline. And when I say perfect timeline, I mean like all of the destruction and stuff that you're witnessing over here and over there. It's all has to do with this because it's allowing everybody to wake up to the fact that there's some evil motherfuckers on this planet that have to be extinguished. No ifs, ands, buts about it. If we let them continue, then we will never, ever, ever, ever be allowed to go off planet, raise consciousness, get on higher levels, etc. This is why we have to eliminate them. And there were, or should I say, and there are specific people made for this task. So when dad sends out a crew or myself to go handle something, we don't care about your feelings. We don't care about your family's feelings. We don't care about none of that because you didn't care about everybody else when you decided to suppress people and use their birth certificates to enslave them and keep them in prison and getting paid from their social security cards, etc. Right? So we don't care about y'all either. And like I said, like I keep saying, I didn't make you, dad did. Or he allowed you to be formed in some fucking petri dish. So back to the dish you go. Or,
Or to the valley.
or to the Pebble Valley, right?
Yep. We can make
Right.
up a theme song, like, the Jolly Green Giant. We can make the Pebble Green Giant or something, like.
All right. So we got a lot of that stuff happening.
Yeah.
Um, we got a lot of cool things happening across the board. You got more and more disclosure happening. You got more and more people coming out. And with the consciousness increase, more and more people are not afraid of coming out because they're feeling and they're knowing that there is a higher source, a higher power protecting
Right.
them.
Right.
And with that newfound protection in the families that are forming, um, the families that are coming together that are now forming and realizing they always been family. Um, you're getting all of these things happen all around the world, and mostly here, like Destin, Galactica, this area right where I'm at is the hot spot. It is the hot spot. Guarantee. Everybody's going to want to come here. Everybody's going to want to visit. People are going to want to meet and greet us. Like we are the new celebrities, if you would. And we're celebrities because we actually did shit. We actually saved humanity. We're doing things to save humanity. And we're doing it without any fear. Despite what they throw at us, we're doing what needs to be done to liberate the planet. And since they can't kill us, um, they've already lost.
Fabulous.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm done with my little rant.
Okay, so you are saying that there have legit been exchanges, but they seem to be like, what do you call that? Narcissist? No, 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 no. I forget the word. Doesn't matter.
Insider trading. That's the best way to
Okay,
explain it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Insider trading.
So the guys that are doing that are not like fully of the light. They're not doing what they're supposed to be doing for the people still, but it is happening.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you can't really say that they're not fully of the light, but they are letting people in and others not. So it's like a family type of thing if you ask me, or a gang for that matter,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
This is my gang. This is my brother's bank, or
Yeah.
I own this bank. Let me let
Yep.
all our people in. We get some
Yeah.
money, and then we tell the rest of the world after we're all
Yep.
done.
Yep. Okay.
That's what you call insider trading, is it not?
Yep.
Okay. In our case, we're pretty much doing the same thing. We're spreading all of the historical assets between the crew, the daddy's chosen ones. A lot of
Mhm.
the assets that we have, the cabal won't even be able to touch. So it's similar. However, it's also designed by dad, so there's no one else that has a say. Is what I'm saying. So we're
Okay.
pretty much doing the same thing, and um, the reason why we're successful in it all is because of dad's involvement. So we're literally the ones that were um, chosen to uh, uh, um, how you say um, take care of each other, take care of humanity, stewards, if you would, right?
Stewards. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why we have the that's why we have the assets that we have and the abilities to acquire them. Otherwise, you won't be able to. Just like I tell you about the tunnels and the caves and all that. And if you hear some of the testimonies from the whistleblowers, you have to have a specific energy to enter in some of these
Right.
things,
Right.
right? So that's what I've been telling y'all.
Right.
And the perfect example is um, a King Arthur with Excalibur. So he was the only one that was able to pull that
Right.
knife out of the sword, out of the rock, right?
Right.
Okay, well, last time I checked, I was the modern day King Arthur and B's Merlin. So that's that's basically what it is and what we are. So there's nothing that Dad don't want happening, and we are going to liberate the planet. We're going to receive our public positions because not everybody knows about me, but more and more people that are finding out about me, they're like, holy shit, And then when they have these issues, and I tell them, don't worry about it, I'll take care of it, and then it gets taken care of. It's like, okay, this dude,
Thank
this
you.
this, this dude is for real.
Yeah.
he,
Yeah.
he ain't
Yeah.
playing. So so that's where we're at with it.
Okay. So we've determined after all these years, the reason that we haven't RV'd before now was because the bad guys were out there and they would have taken our money, killed us, et cetera, et cetera. So we agree with that. We can see that now. We're like, okay, good plan, Daddy. And so then the question is, are we at the percentage where the bad guys is like acceptable?
The answer is yes. They're pretty much eliminated, and the ones that are in key positions, they haven't got tapped on the shoulder yet.
Okay, okay.
Because here you got to understand that a lot of it has been a military operation. That's why you have the Q team saying the military is in charge, and then also you have the Galactic sting operation, which oversees all of that.
Yeah.
So we're literally moving people out the way, putting people in place, and it's happening faster than they realized and they thought. We can create clones, energetic clones that look exactly like the person that was in the cabal position, and then all of a sudden they start doing, things that aren't normal to the cabal, and then they get taken out after we get all the evidence. So that's
Galactic sting operation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's why
Yeah.
you're seeing the things that you're seeing as far as the everything being exposed, everything being lighter, and you can see you can see all of this when you look at the when you look at the current situations with Israel and the U.S. and all of this stuff. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, we're done, we're finished," and blah blah blah. And now you're seeing all of the shit coming out of it on how it's all being exposed, and nothing's really going nowhere with all that because it was designed to show people what actually was happening, what they try to do, and these individuals have already been executed. So the evidence of that is what we're all waiting for. So um, as a supreme commander, I'm going to command everybody reinforce the evidence be shown. Boom,
Done, done, done. Done, done, done.
done, done, done.
Yes.
So it's I know it's a lot to take in, a lot to unfold, a lot to understand, and it feels like nothing's happening for some. However, you need to let go, let that. Everything you're experiencing is because he wanted you to experience it, or you with your mind is experiencing it because of what you're saying, the words that are coming out of your mouth, um, the thoughts that you're thinking, and the people that you're surrounded with. So I would stay around, high vibrational people who are always positive, who always finds the solutions in the everyday problems, because those type of people are the ones that are going to be the next leaders of this reality. And they're not going to sit there bitching and complaining and moaning. They're going to figure out. They're going to see what's the issue and figure out the solution, because that's what we're made. Me and my team, we're made that way. We don't sit here and cry about shit. We just look at it, figure out what needs to be done so that we can take care of it, clean it up, heal it, destroy it, etc. And then we and then we move forward. And then we have a fucking beer or two. So it's so much fun. I mean, I've been telling you guys, we're in a different state. We're in a different consciousness level, and this is where we want to be.
Awesome.
You know,
Awesome.
222. Everybody make a wish. Done, done, done.
Done, done, done.
So yeah. Again, I'm done with my ranting. Let's go. What's next?
Okay. Yeah. A couple weeks ago, somebody told me that B told them that there was 85% of the, we'll call them the dark ones here in this area were gone. All right. So I was like, oh, we need more than 85%. So I'm assuming that number has been steadily climbing recently. So that's good. That's good.
Well, there is a
Yeah.
lot of things, or were a lot of things happening here, and this
Yeah.
was kind of like a hub for it all.
Yep.
Because of other people's testimonies, that there's massive ET activity in the area, and it shouldn't be any surprise on why Dad sent me here. Remember, I didn't know nothing about Destin, and those of you guys that have been following me since way back when, my brothers and sisters who've been paying attention since way back when, y'all know that I didn't know nothing about this place. I told you step by step what would happen. I was coming here to open up the portals and bring in all the light brigades and do all of these things and have these changes happen. And that's exactly what I did.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. I got a call last night from someone, and she's quite intuitive. We'll just put it that way. And we were just talking about random things, and she said something like Okaloosa County, Okaloosa County. I don't know what that means. And I'm like, I probably do, right? And she goes, they're waving the white flag. So she said that a couple times, and then she said they will atone and apologize. And I'm like, but they'll still be tried for treason, right? And she goes, yeah. So they will atone and apologize. And she said something about the house of Jacob. I think that's what she said. So I thought you would like to know about that since you happen to be in, going to court with the people at Okaloosa County. And oh, geez, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. Oops.
Yo, I'm doing a video with Sue. Say hi to everybody.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing?
Hey, JP.
Yeah, so let us finish this interview, and I'll give you a call back when we're done.
Rock it up.
All right, love you, bro. All right, bye bye.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah, that's literally what's happening.
Yeah. So Okaloosa County, of course, is, you know, they're pursuing King Smarty in a relentless and like shocking fashion. That's all I got to say. Not being a legal person, quite shocking. And they own the Expo Center. So now a lot makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It's unfortunate for them only because you know, I warned them.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
I
you did.
warned them.
Yep.
These people, they don't have a grip with reality, and they're so used to doing what they're doing is
Yeah.
that they think, they actually thought that they would be able to, beat someone like that, and it's like,
Yeah.
we are unbeatable. When it looks like you got the upper hand, you don't. You never will, because Dad knew what was happening. Dad knew what you were going to do. Dad knows everything, right? So, um, I have it on the record that I dismissed my case. Right? Y'all work for the people. Y'all don't work for y'all
Yep.
bar. Y'all
Yep.
work for the people. The Constitution was there to protect us against y'all.
Yep.
So I do have it on record that I dismissed my case, and if they don't, you know, cease and desist, it's going to get worse for them. And I don't literally have to do anything. I can just, like I said in the last video, I can just sit here and look amazing.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You know
That
what I
is
mean? So,
fabulous.
so I'm just waiting to see what Daddy do. I mean that
Awesome.
the only reason why you would wave a white flag is because you were surrendering. Um, there is military personnel all around us. They do know who we are. They do know what we're doing. They've listened to all of our conversations, including the one this morning, with those involved in the wealth transfer. So it's only a matter of time before you
Yep.
kind of like fall back and apologize, or deal with the consequences that Daddy has laid out for you. You still have a chance.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it is what it is. I came here for multiple reasons, multiple purposes, and everything I came here for has been either completed or is being carried out and will continue to be carried out. We're going to make this area, one of the most hottest places on the planet with teleportation, intergalactic travel, um, you know, um, tunnel systems, pod systems, connecting to the underworlds and the underwater civilizations, and it's you know we're gonna do so many cool things. People are just gonna be mind blown every day. Do you know how many technologies that are out there that the U.S. doesn't see because of the suppression?
No.
So no, people don't see that. There's people ready, able companies, ready, able, and willing to come in and do what I asked them to do. And they're going to. And they're all connected to Dad because they all been listening and following. Do you really think that someone like myself saying the shit that I say, doing the things that I do, is not getting noticed? Come on, man. What rock you just crawl under or came out of? So,
It's fabulous. Yeah.
right.
No, we don't know what we don't know. And we're told certain countries are like they're poor, they're suppressed, they're this, they're that, when in fact we probably are the ones that are suppressed and not we don't know about what the other countries have or the off-worlders. Of course, we don't even know that they exist officially yet, you know?
Yeah, that is the case.
Yeah.
There's a lot of benevolent groups out there, and because of how long these benevolent groups um, have been in existence, they're pretty much unstoppable. They're powerful, and they operate with love. They operate with doing the right thing,
Right.
and
Right.
that's where the ultimate power comes from. And a lot of them know how to channel that power to stop things from happening or enforce things to happen. So there are a lot of them here already helping out that people aren't aware of. So I'm excited. I'm very excited.
So exciting.
Yes, it
Yay.
is.
Yay. So when the wealth hits, you will let the people watching this know what to do by category of what they've invested in or whatever.
Of course, of course.
Okay.
We're also, we're already working on the next expo. I think we mentioned that before. Dad had some dates in mind. I think I know he was talking about March sometime. Also, we got the Atlanta event that we're
Right.
working on,
Right.
and he had me call the people involved in the stadium just to make sure everything was on go and cool. So the next call that I make to the stadium will be me paying for it. So these things are happening. He's pushing for it to happen. He doesn't tell me everything on how exactly it's going to happen, but I know it's going to happen. So I'm just sitting here waiting. Um, Dr. WC, before she passed away, she set up a Ring Central, free Ring Central call for me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up an I'm going to set up an area here in the house where I can literally sit there and get on call and talk to people all day. Not all day, but you know what I mean. Kind of like the Real Truth Call. I think I'm also going to call it the honorable disclosure call because she had the Real Truth Call,
Yeah.
and then you had Bruce do a Real Truth Call or something like that. So the next thing that honorable would be an honorable thing to do, or an honor. We bring people that are honorable onto the call, not no knuckleheads and shit like that.
So if you're a knucklehead, don't bother calling in.
Right, and then that way we'll have a right, and then that way we'll have another platform where we can
Yeah.
all come along and get on, and just like Dr. WC did with me, I'll have certain people with the host code, so they can come in and join whenever they want. We'll bring others like JP and even Dr. Salas, Emery Smith. We can get all of them to come in. Why not? I mean, we're the hottest things on the planet, and we're real. We're 1,000% real.
It should definitely be recorded for those that can't make it, like maybe live streamed or
Well,
whatever.
well, the good thing about that is that they are recorded. You've seen the Dr. WC recording links, right?
Yeah.
It's automatically. So all they would have to do is either join on the internet or join on the call and listen to it. Before I had access to computers when I came home from jail, I literally had to put the phone on and listen to the call the whole time. And thanks to everybody that helped me, I was able to get a similar phone like this, but without cameras. Because of the halfway house, you wasn't allowed to have a phone with a camera.
Oh.
So I was able to do what I do. Church, I found a literal type of iPhone without a camera. And I'm in the halfway house with this phone, and everybody's like, "What the fuck is that? Where'd you get that at?" So I'm on all the platforms and all that, but I just couldn't take photos because of where I was at.
Yeah.
So it's we're gonna have all of these different platforms. Plus, with the funding comes a lot of other upgrades and things like that. We already have KingSmarty.tv, and we can go live anywhere around the world with it. The issue with that is the individual that actually built it. I want him to be able to have the financial freedom to be like, yo, come on, let's go. And then he gets up and go so he can take care of everything.
Right.
And we've already planned for all these things. People throughout the years, Dad's been bringing people to me, and I've been telling them what we're going to do. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to have all of these different platforms, talk about all of these different things. It's going to be on blockchain, so nobody can interfere with it. And we're going to help heal the world in record timing. It's not going to take, 5-10 years. It's going to happen quickly. And like I said, we have people that are willing, able to do the things that are needed. However, it's because of the funding is why things haven't been done.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Dad is blessing everybody with the funding right now. So everybody say thank you, Daddy.
Thank you, Daddy. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. I mean, this is like so big. It's so exciting.
It is. You hear the thunders? The
Yes.
thunderstorm?
Yeah. Yeah.
We literally just had the lights go out right before I got on the call.
Of course.
It's cool. It's cool. It don't matter. Everything's good.
Yep.
All right. What's the next question?
Okay. Well, all right. I got a whole list of random questions. Will our crystalline bodies have organs?
That's a good question. I would say yes. However, you won't need them if you don't need them.
Yeah. Okay.
Because like I said, a lot of things like eating food will be recreational, so you need something to process that.
Yeah.
If you choose to, just like the breatharians,
Yeah.
and the people that are living off of just breathing.
Yeah.
No food, no water. They still have their organs and everything, but they're not using it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. The long line outside of heaven is the court of Most High. Can you explain that to us?
Yes. It's a literal judgment day. It's a literal judgment day. When you perish and you die, did you do good? Don't lie, because we already know. So since you didn't do good, you can go back to the back of the line and start all over again, or you can go to Pebble Valley. The problem is that you won't be going back to the line because this is the last cycle.
Right. Right.
So you'll either pass the test or you'll go to a different area like Pebble Valley or the stadium to hang out for a little bit before you're able to come back to wherever it is Daddy wants you to be.
Yeah.
So that's literally what that is. It's like literally like losing your soul. Like the Bible says, you're going to lose your soul for all this stuff. That's what's beyond Pebble Valley, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you get extinguished and you'll just be like you never existed. So Pebble Valley will be a blessing if you ask me.
Compared. Yeah. So what is it? A rock?
This one says faith on it though.
All right. So remember we have talked about this guy that had the dream or whatever. He was in line and everybody had the seeds in their heart and they were going to the bad place like and then you walk in the door and said that one's mine, right? So this is the same line, right?
Yep,
That he was talking.
that's exactly what it is.
Okay. So there can be intervention and like not everyone is bad either. People, regular people are not, bad. They're more uninformed, if you know what I mean, for the
Right,
most part.
right, and that's why some of them will be able to live their life in isolation until they grow old and die or whatever, and then some of them won't be able to come back at all.
Okay.
So it's a literal judgment day to where your essence is going to remain. Um, after all this, it's going to be like a permanent thing where you're permanently here, but you also can travel. What that means is you'll still have the figure that you have, but you'll be able to go in and out of different dimensions and do multiple things and then come back. Because of the choices that the dark ones made, that they pretty much canceled that for themselves.
Okay.
And it's unfortunate because a lot of them were bamboozled into thinking and being the way that they are because of the cabal or their parents, because their parents were involved in this shit. Because of all that, they do have some type of okay, I understand. However, you were warned multiple times to stop. You saw all the signs, but you yourself chose to ignore them.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when we teleport into an area, into a meeting, and say, "Hey, how you like me? You know who I am? Well, guess what? If you don't do this and you don't do that, you're gonna die." And then I leave. That's a fucking warning. And I've done that multiple times, including the fairies did it.
I was just thinking maybe you should have turned into a big scary monster, but I mean that doesn't feel like fair, but to get their attention, like they're not paying attention, they weren't.
Well, here's the thing with that is that that's what the cabal has been doing. The
I know.
reptiles been coming in and acting like, not acting, but they've been coming in with their real appearance and scaring the literal Jesus out of these people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Good
so
way to say
that's
it.
yeah, so that's why that's an issue there. Um, but at the same time, you know, we've been we've been we've been benevolent in it all and just trying to warn you.
Right. Right.
We just try to warn everybody, and since they didn't take the warnings serious because of whatever reasons, they were either scared or deaf, or they were blackmailed and they were threatened that they was going to kill their family and all these different things that doesn't affect us. They chose to do what they chose to do.
Okay. Okay.
And when I say things like it doesn't affect us, is because we know who's in charge. We know that everything that is allowed to happen, Daddy allowed it, or everything that does happen, Daddy allowed it to happen. So do whatever you want to do. I'm still going to do what Daddy wants me to do. And because of that mindset, and because of the fact that Daddy does take care of his, is why we're at the point we're at.
Right.
And this is also the reason why I warned them: turn to Daddy. He's the only one that can fucking save you. He's, Daddy, source, creator, God, whatever you want to call it. She, he, don't matter, because he can be anything.
Right.
He's the only one that can save you, and he's going to save you from me. You don't have to believe that shit. I don't give a shit. You know, you do realize when people realize how real that statement is, they're going to be like, "What the fuck? I'm so sorry, Smarty. I'm so sorry."
Yep. It's good. You know what? You are going to have so much fun. You know, people are going to be like, look how much fun that party was we had at your house. Everyone was excited. They could not believe they were at your house talking with you like regular people. How cool was that?
Right. That's right. That's because you know we're brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can explain that. And you know, to have the people come over and to let them get products and
Yeah.
then to have the ships pop up left and right nonstop.
Yep.
I mean, that's something that they'll remember forever.
Yeah. That
And
they
it's
were there. They were
yeah,
there. Yeah.
it's something that they're going to remember forever, and they know what to expect next time.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, it's all good. It's you know this is going to keep happening over and over and over and over again. There's nothing that's going to stop this. This is something Dad wants. You know, we're here to liberate the planet. We're here to establish the kingdom. We're here to, you know, we're here to do all of these fancy things and have fun while I'm doing it. A lot of it is not so fun. However, when you see the outcome of it, it's like okay.
Yeah.
It's like the headaches never happened because of the growth afterwards. And that's what's important, the growth of it all. The learning, the realizing, the understanding that you went through all this stuff because you have a higher purpose. And now your higher purpose is coming online. And now you're with the boss, and the boss is guiding you and helping you understand the truth of all of it.
Right.
So that's I have multiple tasks. I try to say job and task. I mean job and task at the same time. So yeah,
Well, you know, again, with all the consciousness raises and all the information you've given us and everything we're seeing, we're like, if we look back even a month ago, we were different people then. That feels so primitive back then compared to now. It's like we're evolving and changing so fast. It's very exciting.
that is very true. Very
Very
true.
exciting.
Yep, very true.
Okay.
Very, very true.
Is B on other planets and throughout the universe working simultaneously like you are? And did his body become, or his essence or whatever, become duplicated like yours?
The answer to that is yes.
Yeah.
Yep, the answer to that is yes.
And how many times has he been duplicated?
Um, just as many times as Daddy wanted him to be. This you know, depending on what the task was.
Okay.
Um, but you know, Daddy created him and created the others that are here now. Just to be you know, just to be a companion for us while we're dealing with these things that we've been dealing with for billions of years. So it's like having a brother and a sister and well yeah, a brother and a sister that you'll never have to worry about because Daddy made us. And we never have to worry about each other. We're going to take care of each other no matter what. And we're programmed that way. You know what I mean? I I mess with them all the time, but at the same time, you know, I'm the only one that can do that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
don't be I mean, don't disrespect nobody in front of me if you don't want to hear my mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'll
Yeah.
talk shit all day long.
But you do it with love in your heart. It's just fun. It's not mean, you know?
Exactly, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Okay. Are all right. All districts are connected, and JP was telling a story about one of his guys that was on a mission with him that got sick and had to stay back. And I forget the whole story right now, but the healer worked on them and blah 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 blah. And you said that the other districts or areas don't want those with lower thoughts or energies in their area. They don't want like anything to contaminate them, if you will. All right.
Right.
So I'm not sure if that was a district or what. I don't remember the story at this exact second. But so we, like the guys that are watching you now, will be allowed in other districts eventually when the time is right, as long as our vibration, thought pattern, and all of that is as high as possible and as pure as possible.
That's
Okay.
right. That's
All
right.
right.
And that's, that goes with everything. Remember how I teach you guys how to change the way you think? Because the way you think will allow you to be in this dimension or that dimension at the same time. I'm gonna say it again, just to remind everybody. I can be sitting here, somebody can be sitting right next to me. The person sitting next to me, all they see is thunder clouds and rain and having a bad fucking day, and a car comes by, splashes him, but doesn't splash me because that car doesn't exist in my reality. The thunder clouds and all the shit that he's dealing with doesn't exist in my reality because of where my consciousness is, way up here. So that's how it is. Same thing. Because of the way you think, because of the way you're vibrating, because of the positive things that because of all that, you're able to go in and out of places. And I hope this is making sense on why we haven't been able to leave this planet. Okay?
Yeah.
Because the rest of the people out there, they don't want a species that literally that's as powerful as us going out there doing these things to others. The reptiles have been doing it, but that they're also been quarantined, if you would.
Yeah.
So that's why we're not going to allow that happening anywhere else in this universe. So until everybody realizes all of these truths that need to be shown to people, until everybody starts vibrating higher, until everybody starts realizing that your thoughts put you in the different dimensions and also gives you access to other things, you'll still be, you'll still be stuck. The best part about it all is because of Daddy having me raise the consciousness, it's allowing people to wake up faster. It's allowing people to spread the word faster. It's allowing things to fade away faster. So that's one of the reasons why I get directly involved in, shit that I don't want to be in.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, as long as you understand that you have to trade, not trade, but vibrate differently, doors will open for you. So that's one of the reasons why the individual got sick, because the energy field through that portal, if you would, through that wall or doorway,
Right.
wasn't compatible with it.
Right.
What do you do if you put a um um a certain type of product or oven, or not oven, like an iron or something, in the wrong socket? It overpowers, it just blows up or turns off. That's why you got the little switches on the circuit, the you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you don't have the right stuff, you're not going to be able to enter certain things. And you know how when I say, or when people in general say, if you do the right thing, doors will open for you. Or if you do this and you do that, doors open for you. That's what happens. So the way to all this stuff is to keep your vibe high. There's different things thrown at you every day. In general, like speaking in general, there's different things thrown at us every day. And the purpose of it all is to get us under our, get in under our skins,
Right.
get us thinking evil things and get us thinking like fuck this and fuck that and I'm tired of this and I'm tired of that.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So the faster you brush it off and let go and give it to daddy, the faster the changes happen for you. And they're almost, they're instant for us, for me. Something comes along my table, I'll be like, done, done, done. Smarty
Yep.
this, smarty that, da, 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 da. Okay, da, 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 da. Bye. You see it.
Yep. Yep. Perfect.
I
Perfect.
have talks with people now, every day about different things and different subjects and different topics, and the cabal is going to do this, the cabal is going to do that, and it's like, no, they're not. Yes, they are. I saw the plans. So what? Didn't you see Dad's plans? As a matter of fact, right here, the delete button.
Love that. Love that. We need one of those staples thing with delete so that every time we have a thought, we smack it and we train ourselves out of those thoughts.
That's what I've been doing, training y'all.
Yep.
No matter what happens, even to the body, even to, if you're having difficulties and dis-ease, it's all can be fixed. It all can be corrected. Text your fellow Jedi, text me, text in the group, ask for the healing and receive it. Know that it's going to happen. If you're going to sit there worrying about this and worrying about that and cancer this and cancer that and blood pressure, high pressure, whatever the fuck you call it, what do you think is going to happen? You're literally calling it on yourself. How many times have you heard someone say, I have cancer? Why are you
Owning it.
right?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Didn't you ever get taught the use your words and your words
Yeah.
manifest your reality?
Yeah.
The crazy part is a lot of that stuff is in the Bible and all that stuff. When you speak and speak things into existence and use your words and blah blah blah, thoughts and telepathic communications. How do you think you talk to dad? So be mindful of what you say, and don't don't um, don't accept or enforce the things that you don't want. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And that is it.
It,
You had cancer. No, I got cancer. No, you had cancer. That's how I say it.
yeah.
Because when I talk to people, I was like, no, Nick, cancer that shit.
Yeah.
You had cancer. You don't got it no more. Well, okay, whatever you say. You right. This is what I say.
when I, when I used to teach yoga, people would walk in and they would list their ailments. I wouldn't even listen to them. I'd be like, yeah, whatever. And like, they're owning it. Like they go to the doctor, they find out about every obscure illness, muscle, whatever it might be. And then they got to repeat it like I even know what they're talking about. And we have to start focusing on what we want.
That's true.
Yeah. We have to do it. We don't have to start. We have to continue. Yeah. So, okay. Um The dreaded white light. I think it might have been yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? You drew a beautiful diagram of the dreaded white light, which is a cage, an energetic cage around every being, on, in, and around Earth. Is it also throughout the universe?
Everywhere.
Every being, like every plant, every animal, every tree, every person, every insect.
It's everywhere. And it's
Ooh.
and it's it's everywhere. However, it only affects the dark ones.
Okay. So will it amplify or boost a good person or a good being's energy? So
Yeah.
they're good people, they're doing the right thing, but now they've got fortification.
Yeah, that's a good question. And the answer is yes.
Boom.
I was just telling Jerry about how, when people have road rage or something like that, if somebody pisses you off on the road, or somebody pisses themselves off because of you. Um,
That's never happened.
right. So how you're riding down the road, minding your business, following their fictitious rules, and somebody comes along, beeping the horn, giving you the finger, and then cutting you off, and then goes in front of you. In my case, I'd be like, okay, and then I put a ball of light around them, and I increase the energy of the ball of light. And then 9 times out of 10, what you see is the car speeding off even faster, trying to get away from the white light, from the ball, the love and light ball that I just placed around them. The problem is that that ball is not going anywhere for the rest of their life.
And they don't even know it.
They don't even know it.
Know it. Remember that helicopter last year that basically had some dark ones on it, and I believe they attacked B. And
Yep.
then they coincidentally crashed the next day. Did they have
Yep.
a ball of light around them?
Yep. They still do.
Yeah.
They still do. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is. And it increases the more dark things they do, the more the light expands. Think about that dreaded white light being salt, and then think about the entity, the being inside it being the snail.
Right.
I mean, that's the easiest way I could explain it, even though it's graphic, right? It's literally like putting salt on a snail for dark forces and dark ones. And it keeps them in order until, they expire. So yeah,
And so this is around every being, not only on, in, and around Earth, but through the universe, the entire universe.
right.
Ooh, wow. That's going to generate rapid change.
It already has.
Yeah. So you said that went into effect roughly 2 weeks ago?
No, that video was actually a couple years old.
What?
Hmm.
How'd I miss it?
I mean, I post like millions of things every day.
I know. It's like a full-time job. It is a full-time job, just following up with what you've got out there, you know?
Yeah, so imagine that video being, at least 2 or 3 years old, and then
Oh,
and then all of a sudden, fast forward to right now. Does it make sense?
yeah. I'm sorry. I thought that was a new thing and I was all excited about it.
It is a new thing to you, so stay excited.
Okay, okay. Well, wow. All right. All right.
Oh, I wanted to do a little shout out for the new Heavenly Beauty line. This is moisturizer, right? Some good stuff. You can post the link below. and this is the serum. And we got a few other products coming out. And this is a heavily beauty line. Okay, so some of you guys already tried this stuff. You can actually eat it if you need to, or if you want to.
If you're on an island and there's no coconuts, go ahead and eat it.
The reason why I'm bringing that up is because we're not going to support products that can kill,
Right.
especially the children, because children like to see things like this, and then they get all up in it, and then next thing you know, it's all over their face and shit. Because I saw
Yeah.
it, I've seen it happen multiple times.
I can't even imagine that.
No, and I think that's going to happen for eternity too. So,
Yep. Yep.
yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna have we're even working on a sunscreen. So these are all Jazz's new products, and we're gonna have multiple different things: scrubs, sunscreen,
Awesome.
and she's been working on this stuff for a while now, and everybody go ahead and support her. She's been a help to all of us. She does what Daddy wants her to do, and she's being rewarded for it in multiple ways. So, shout out to Heavenly Beauty. Let's go.
All right. I look forward to seeing the products.
Yeah, I use it too.
Well, I know you had a table at the expo. Like the lights were on and nobody was home. I couldn't even look at what was going on. I was like, overstimulated, like, and so it's good to see what's over there.
Yeah, I was getting hit left and right. Smarty
Yeah.
this, Smarty that. Can I
Yeah.
have 2 minutes? I just need 2 minutes. Come on, man. What the hell's going on?
I know it's like you're like,
It got to the point. It got to the point where I just said, just give me $10. Give me $20. Come on, just everything fucking $20. Leave me alone.
Man, I should have been over there. I would have loaded right up. It's fabulous. Fabulous.
And I am getting ready to put up a on the 50% sale ends today, and I'm getting ready to put up these new coins. These are the second Sananda Galactic Collector's Edition. So there's 4 of them right now. I do plan on making more. And it has my real thumbprint, and it says Sananda
cool.
Galactic Collector's Edition on it.
Right.
So I'm going to crowdfund these as well. And you guys got to keep in mind that we're not going nowhere for a long time, and everything's going to be revealed because I am who I am.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I love the thumbprint idea. That was a great idea.
They all the ideas come from Daddy.
Yeah.
The greatest minds throughout the centuries, Daddy gave them all the ideas. And you're going to find out here shortly that even the greatest minds that you think of, there were greater minds before that, and because of the colonizing and stuff, what they've been doing to all the different races on the planet,
Right.
things were lost.
Right.
We had these technologies that can power itself because of consciousness, and we have to regrow to all that, re-educate to all that, and that's what my stuff actually does. I had a conversation with Jerry. He says, I know the energy's there, I just don't know how to tap into it, because he wants to be able to harness these energies to produce free electric, blah, blah, blah. The cool part is that he does it, we do it, and it's getting done, and the people will experience free energy. So it's taken a lot longer than I expected. Then again, I did everything I had to do. Now we have all of the things that we need, especially the right people to work on certain projects. And it's just the beginning, because there's more people coming from all around the world with all of their backgrounds and their expertise who's going to love to be a part of this stuff. And we're doing it for the right reasons. We're not doing it because we want to be paid. We're doing it because it's the right thing to do.
Right. It's our passion.
Right. So we're
Right.
excited about all of that. You know, it's it's rewarding to me to do what I do and then see everybody else connecting to dad and realizing that
Right.
we are legit. We are doing what needs to be done, and we're gonna keep it going that way until everybody has enough food on the table, enough clothing, enough housing, enough water, enough of everything, abundance. You know. So Dad did tell me today that Abundance Day next year is going to be huge. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Well, I think we're pretty excited. Is now a good time to wrap up for today
Yeah,
or?
let's do one more question.
All right. So here's the question from a
I'm
viewer.
I'm 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 sorry for not answering all your questions. I'm sure I do answer multiple questions at the same time. Not you, everybody
Yeah.
else.
Yeah. Okay. So many of our adult children don't communicate with us or don't allow the grandchildren to interact with us. Is this intentional? Like, is this a plan? Is it energies or what's happening here?
Um,
Or is it individual based on personality?
Yeah, it's all the above if you ask me. And the reason why I say that is because you can't always blame the darkness or the cabal for things like that. Because unless you get it directly from dad, then you won't know for sure what is actually taking place. Now, I do know that there is a lot of darkness, dark people, or not so dark, but stupid people, and they don't agree with you, so they keep the children from you. And
Yeah.
at the same time, I also know that daddy purposely keeps people, places, and things away from you because he has a task for you to do before you can, um, reunite with the family or whatnot. The problem is with people is that they don't realize that a lot of us here are on missions. So if that's happening in your case, you are probably here on a mission. And if you're listening to this, I'm sure you are. Don't worry about it because they don't belong to you anyway. They belong to dad.
Okay. Okay.
I know my children aren't mine. I know that they're galactic beings came here to assist in what's happening. You know what I mean? And um, that allows me to think differently when certain things happen, like their mother's not letting me talk to them. So, but I know better, and I know that all it does is it allows them to kick themselves in the rear end when everything's said and done. So that's how you all have to treat everything as well. There's some of us that haven't seen our kids in years. Um, my first daughter, she's 26 now. She was her mother took her away when she was 6 years old. I didn't see her till she was 18 after that. So with that being said, I also know that it was a part of dad's plan. It was something that needed to be done. She was taken care of. She was out the way so that I can continue what I had to do. So I'm saying that to give you guys examples and encourage that you don't know exactly what it is. What I wouldn't do is give the dark ones credit for it. Just give daddy credit for it. Okay, dad, you got my family safe. I understand that, things aren't going my way. Let me focus on what I need to do and do it. That's the easiest way to get over that, if you would. Let it go and let dad, like I just said an hour or so ago.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
um, when you start thinking that way, when you start, um, I'm, I'm, I'm helping you guys change your thinking and realize that it's all data. We're here on missions. It's like a gigantic video game, if you would, and you have to complete your missions in order to experience other things. And when you understand that time doesn't exist, it doesn't really matter what happens, does it?
Right.
Because you'll be able to go back in time and view everything anyway. So there's a lot to understand. There's a lot to take in. But just let go, let daddy, and know that there is a bigger purpose for it all, and that everybody's protected under him. And if you're listening and you're a Jedi, it's not that hard to become one. Cover them with heavy love and light. Protect them. Make sure nothing harms them. And you do that by the commands and all the technique that I showed y'all. Um, and at the same time, just you let it go. If you did something wrong and caused it, forgive yourself because you've already been forgiven if you would, right? After that, there's nothing that's going to hold you back, and you won't take it the hard way, and you won't beat up on yourself, and you won't beat up on them because thoughts do create reality. You possibly beat on your family members for not letting you see their kids, not realizing you're making things worse. So, got to be mindful of what you're doing. You got to understand that there's a bigger picture to all this, and there's a purpose to it all. So the purpose um, reveals itself eventually. You know how they say eventually everything comes to light. That's true.
Right.
That is very true. The darkness cannot hide forever. Not at all. All right. Well, everything's good. We are good, and um, let the blessings continue, and let the new blessings begin as we walk into our new reality.
Right. We're at the finish line. We just need to tippy tiptoe right over. Looking forward to that.
I'm on the other side of that. I don't know what she's talking about.
Oh, I'm looking back across too. I'm with you. Thank you so much for letting us know what's going on. We appreciate it.